Hi guys, it's Micah. I almost gave up on filming again today because my camera would not focus. It's just like a blurry blob, and I took off like the little, I already threw it away, the little screen protector for the camera, and it was still blurry, and I was like, I'm gonna restart the phone. And it appears to have worked, correct? Yes. Look at that clarity. Okay. Today we're gonna do the hashtag tarot to the extreme. All right. So my book closed. All right. Let me get my life together. So for minimalist, I chose this Rider-Waite Pink Sky by the Dark Forest. There was several decks that I could have chose for a few of these tags, but like the simplicity of RWS and just like these, just pink and black, and white. So really, really clear reader. What I like about this deck a lot is, if you're used to the RWS, you just pull cards and you're like, I got it. Like, having the limited color palette just helps with that, like, mental clarity sometimes. Yes, I know color theory is a thing, and it's supposed to evoke like certain emotions, but it even, makes that go away. So it's just the image on the card. For maximalist, I went with Starman. I could have also did Bonefire, but I love the vibrancy of these cards, and there's so much going on. Hold on. Kitty. No. All right. But yeah, like, there's so much detail and things to look at. Like, there's a lot. Like, there's a broken chain right there. And dynamite. And, like, maybe a bullet. And I don't even know what that is. There's a lot. And I never see anybody using this deck. Well, there's a few, but I don't really use it that often. But maybe I will for Halloween. Like, I don't know. It's definitely a vibe. And I appreciate it. Like, I'll never get rid of it. I thought about it before, and then I'm like, no, you silly girl. Like, eventually this is going to be out of print, And then I'd be sad. So yeah, there we go. So for the daytime, I chose the She-Wolf. This is the card I pulled yesterday. I've been working with her for, I don't know, like 2 months now. Maybe longer. Gorgeous. But yeah, I typically pull this, either in the morning or like in the afternoon. The colors are like really bright and vibrant and kind of wakes you up and like puts you in a good place for the day, which who doesn't need that, right? Ugh. And bitches, like, give me some naked girls. I mean, I like boys too, but they're not as pretty naked, in my opinion, right? Totally unrelated. I get distracted. Okay. And for night, I did Divine Feminine by Kokarina. I haven't pulled from this in a while. I think she's going to come out more in the wintertime because it gets dark so early. But I wasn't sure about this. Like, once I pre-ordered it, I was like, man, am I going to like this deck? And then, for a few evenings, like, I was pulling this out, and it's very, like, serene, right? It's very peaceful and expansive and, like, lets your mind have room for clarity. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense, but it gives you the space to think. And I also think it's nice. Well, and the book is like simple, but it's really good in my opinion. But it's nice to have like calming images to look at before you go to bed. You know what I mean? Like none of this is like jarring or off-putting. It's It's like a peaceful, like, bedtime deck that also reads surprisingly well. For me. Right? So I have a few decks that could have went for best shuffle, but I ended up I didn't want to repeat myself, so I ended up choosing the Second Nature. I keep getting distracted because my background, like, will get blurry, and I'm like, is it messing up? But it's looking good, right? Let me know. If my video quality sucks, I need to know because I have, like, a limited time to return this phone. But I think it's okay. Okay, anyway, shuffling. That's the point. So, I've said this before. It feels soft. Like, I can't edge this deck because it'll bleed. But, like, it's, like, soft on your fingertips. Like a worn pair of jeans. I don't know. It's delicious. So, definitely no sharp edges here. No shiny gilding. Oh, my finger's, like, fighting me today. Sorry. Alright, but, like, yes. And they're, like, not, like, slippery, like, they're not gonna, like, fall anywhere. It just feels great. Like, it's a great tactile experience. Even, like, fanning them, like, it feels so good. I love you. Oh, yeah. I need to use this more. This will definitely be good for, like, late August. Yeah. And worst shuffleable for me would probably be the Moonchild. There is no need for a deck to be this thick, right? Um, so I swore I would never put this deck back in order because I would have to break it into sections. To be able to riffle shuffle it, which, like, I prefer. But it's still, like, stiff and, like, not happy about it. Like, it doesn't want it, okay? Like, it doesn't like me. And, like, even, like, this way, like, yes, I can do it, but it's not my favorite thing to be doing, you know? But she's beautiful, and I'm not going to get rid of her. I haven't pulled her out in a bit, but, I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why, too, is, like, I hate shuffling it. For most confronting, I just chose the Deviant Moon. I don't think it's a confronting in a bad way to me. Like, it doesn't scare me or anything, you know? But, I guess I would call it, like, a realist. Like, if you want to understand your or other people's, like, emotions or opinions on a situation, like, it doesn't beat around the bush. And I love the big book for it. I didn't grab it, but, like, the storytelling in that, and then remembering the stories when you pull the cards, like, just impacts me a lot. Like, man, have you ever seen a harsher Four of Swords? Like, you can't take your money into the afterlife. You know, everybody has their time. Everybody's gonna die. You know, like, there's examples of, like, death, like in the Two of Cups, you know? I don't know. Like, so I want decks that are confronting sometimes. When you're, like, ready to just be like, what the actual F is going on in my life? You know? It's good. So, most comforting, I grabbed the Metamuse. This could have been up for best shuffle because it's great shuffling. The gilding's not sharp, but it loses some points because of the glitter, right? But this deck, the colors, the fact that I feel like these women are your friends, like, trying to, even, like, the Ten of Swords, like, she's at peace. I don't know. It's like they hear what you have to say and they want to talk to you. If that makes any sense. It's kind of, like, hard to hold, though. Yeah. I love that. But yeah, I love the colors. I love the fabric used. It calms me down and like uplifts my mood at the same time because all the bright colors and I don't know, it's just really gorgeous. Also underrated in my opinion. Maybe this will go mass market someday so more people can enjoy it, but I love her. I apologize for any beeping construction trucks outside. That's hard to say. Don't make fun of me. For my everyday right now is the Wild Unknown Pocket. I kind of swore I would never get this deck, kind of like how I felt about the Lightseers, but Orshi made me do it, right? And I'm glad I did. I've been pulling from this and the Archetypes decks several times a day now. I really like how it shuffles. Like, I like the feeling of it in my hand. On the next deck, that was one that I would just, like, leave out and shuffle just to shuffle. But this one, I shuffle and I read with it. Like, I enjoy sitting there and shuffling it. And I'm probably gonna, like, destroy it. Like, I noticed on one card, like, the edge is already, like, beat up. And I'm like, you know what? It's $13 and I don't care. Like, I'm getting my worth out of this deck. Some of the cards, like, that aren't very colorful, I kind of want to color them. And I might. Like, why not? Who cares? But, and I really like how many cards, like fly out when I shuffle. Like, it's so little and I'll just, like, lay there in bed and, like, you know, whatever. And, I think since they're so small, I don't know. They, like, pop out, but not in an annoying way. Like, I don't get, like, 50 cards at once. But, yeah. It doesn't bridge great, but, you know, I don't care. I'm happy. So, for every so often, I chose Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. I still use this deck a lot, but, it's kind of taking a back seat right now to the She-Wolf and, the Wild Unknown Archetypes and Pocket. But I'll get, like, a craving for it, right? Like, it's still on my nightstand, and I don't know. It's like a simplified read in a lot of the cards. I'm like, okay, I got it. And, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just want quick, but, like, intriguing at the same time. Like, I'm never bored when I use this deck. And, I like that I don't have all the cards, like, memorized what the cards are yet. So whenever I, like, pull some, it's like a surprise. So I try not to, like, look through it because I enjoy that. Alright, overrated. I am with Mistrix Ray on the Thoth, and thank you also for inspiring me to film today. You know, sometimes it's just that one video that makes you be like, alright, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I got this for, comparison with other decks, like, to use for videos. And I was shuffling it and just, like, looking at the images, like, debating on, like, maybe playing solitaire with it so I can learn it better. But I don't feel like I like it enough to actually get, like, a book and sit down and study with it. You know? Like, I just not really a fan. Maybe someday I will be. But I don't like how even, like, a lot of Thoth-based decks are, like, this, like, colored pencil-y look, you know? Like, if the Hardy Tarot was done saturated, more, like, uniformly saturated, I'd probably have it. Same with the, Ashira? Is that what it's called? Like, if the color was more dense, like, you didn't see the paper and stuff through it. I don't know. I guess that's something I'm just picky about, and it is what it is. And for underrated, I got the Lost Hollow. I, still plan on making an underrated decks video, but It's gorgeous. Like this, the storytelling's look at her. The storytelling's fantastic. There's so much diversity. There's mobility, race, different like handicaps, body sizes. Let me see if I can find some. Like, girl, yes. I don't know. It's just beautiful. There's even like a card on sign language in here. Like, why don't people use this? I love it. Maybe it's the limited color palette thing that people don't like. But if you think you might be interested and this might be like a spooky or winter deck for you, I say go for it. It's on great linen cardstock. It's just strange and fabulous. See, like alopecia, I think it's called. It's great. Buy it. No, I'm not going to be that person, but I kind of am. Yeah. Like, what? Like, I don't know. It's underrated, okay? Pixel Occult, go check them out. And thanks for watching my video. I hope it turns out okay. I'm still, like, really skeptical, so if you're, like... If you think I should return the phone, let me know. I really don't know what to do. It's the same model, so, like, it's a Pixel 6, right? But when my car got stolen, he threw my phone out the window and it like shattered, and I have a warranty on it. So I, ordered a replacement and it's refurbished. And like, I just want to be able to film without thinking about it. All right. Thank you. Sorry for rambling. Bye.